restaurant style crispy fish with a beautifully sweet, sour, tangy chili sauce. This is my crispy fish with sweet chili sambal. Restaurant style crispy skin fish. Yes, we're going to make it at home, and yes, I have all the tips for how you can make it for a crowd of people and still have it look and taste beautifully impressive. There's a couple of little tips and tricks here which I'm going to let you in on, so keep watching for the crispy fish part a little later, because first off I want to make our beautiful little sweet, sour, tangy chili sauce. I'm going to start off with some shallots, and I'm just doing this in a hand blender because it's a lot easier than chopping everything up really finely myself. Some garlic and some chili, and I just blend that to get a nice fine chop. So this is the kind of texture that you're looking for. And now let's get it sizzling in our saucepan here. I just want a little bit of oil. Now add that mix in there. And a pinch of salt as well. The salt will help to draw out the moisture from the garlic and the shallots and the chili, and that'll help to sweeten everything up and get it nice and soft and tender. So don't go too high on the heat here. I really just want these guys, as I said, to get soft and sweet rather than brown too much. And you want to give them about 4 or 5 minutes. So now we can add in our tomatoes. And then I want to give this another 2 or 3 minutes because I want that tomato to break down and really start to form part of the sauce. Now time to really boost it with some extra flavors. I'm going to add in some tamarind concentrate. So tamarind is a really sour flavor, so that's going to give us the tang. And then for the sweet, I want to add some honey. And fish sauce is going to give us a beautiful salty umami flavor. And then we have a beautiful sauce ready to go. And now the star of the show, the fish. So I think fish can be one of those things that's quite daunting to cook for a lot of people at home when you're entertaining, but it doesn't have to be. Let's go through it together, and I promise you, you will have the most impressive results. Okay, so I've got my beautiful pieces of fish here. I've got skin on because I want that really crispy skin texture on top. Now the first thing you want to do is get that skin as dry as possible, because of course moisture is your enemy when it comes to making anything crispy. So paper towel on top and press down. Sprinkling of some salt. Salt is going to flavor as well as help to give us a nice little crusty crust on our fish. And now a couple of little cheats here that are going to help us along with getting a really super crispy texture. And that is some corn flour. The corn flour will make sure that our skin is really nice and dry, kind of soak up all the moisture. The baking soda, without getting like too food nerdy here, is an alkaline or a basic ingredient. So that's going to help the browning process, or what's called the Maillard reaction, happen a bit quicker on the surface of the skin. It's just going to help with the browning. That's what's going to happen. Now give that a really good mix. So we've got a nice base here. Now you want a hot pan. Go with a good cast iron or a non-stick pan here. Don't be a hero, because there's nothing worse than having pieces of fish stuck to the bottom of your pan. Put enough oil in to just make the whole base here glisten, and then fish skin side down in our flour and baking soda mix. Pat off the excess, pop that into your hot oil. Now you're only really limited here by the size of your pan, and I can fit about 6 to 8 pieces in this one. Sprinkle the other side with some salt. We want to make sure everything is beautifully seasoned when we're cooking this kind of thing. And now when you've got lots of pieces of fish to deal with, you want to make sure that they're cooking evenly, also that they're getting a really nice crust on the bottom side. And I hate fish splatter. You know, when you're cooking fish and you get splatter everywhere and it's messy and it's just annoying. So, solution to that is pop some baking paper on top. Kind of traps the heat in as well, which allows for some even cooking. And to help us with the crispy crust even further, put a lid on top, and you want the lid to rest entirely on those fish fillets themselves. Push down a little bit. It's going to give us some weight and allow the fillets to really come into hard contact with that heat. Now, 2 or 3 minutes, let's just wait for the magic to happen. Now, let's take a look. Look at that amazing color. Perfect. Now, a couple more minutes on this side until the fish is beautifully cooked through. Okay, so these are looking lovely. I like to get them out onto some paper towel just to drain off some of that excess oil. Just look at that beautiful color, that crispiness that we've got on the top there. Just perfect, such a joy. I love beautifully cooked pieces of fish. Okay, so let's get our plate together here. I like to put my sauce on the bottom of the plate. We've worked hard to get that beautiful top there on that fish. I don't want to mess it up by pouring sauce on the top. Now, fish on top of that. And you could do lots of different sides here. I've done this just with some steamed rice and some stir-fried greens. You could do roast potatoes, salad, lots of options. I'm gonna put a little bit of spring onion there on the top and a little wedge of lime. And there you go, just a very simple dish, fish and a sweet chili sauce, and yet just a couple of little techniques to elevate it to something really special. Now, squeeze my lime on top. Can you hear that skin? That's the sound of some good crunch right there. Wow, that flavor and texture is incredible. That sweet sour sauce is just such a beautiful friend with that fish. Crispy texture, just perfect. Yum. This is going to make for some very happy dinner guests. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And if you enjoyed the video, why not hit that subscribe button plus the little bell one, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks guys.